going to be an interesting couple of months.
So have you heard anything? Like how is Blizzard handling this?
Well, they've gone and canceled a large number of events, and parents are asking, what's happening with Paris? What's happening with this one? This weekend's Washington, they've gone, at least modified it a little bit.
Okay.
So no player signings, no handshakes, no selfies, no contact.
That's
right.
Really
So at least they're trying to hold the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very nice.
It's such a hard decision for them to make.
For sure.
Right. They've had to cancel so many. Whether or not the next couple are going to be able to go on,
just not sure.
Nobody's sure, right? We've seen in all sorts of other leagues, other titles, how many changes they've had to make, how many last minute decisions, how many things that you've had to restructure, how many schedules you've had to change. I mean, esports has always been pretty adaptable, but it's had a heck of a lot thrown at it.
This is a tough one. I don't know.
For all publishers and all event operators.
Definitely.
It's incredible.
You cancel an event, you lose any money you put into that event, and then you lose the event. It's like what you would have gained from that event. The sort of eyes, the excitement, the fan building, the community building, all of that. And you just keep canceling, and then you're like, dang, we didn't do anything this year. Or, we spent money and canceled all our events. And it's a really tough place for Blizzard to be.
These are one of those situations where there has to be a certain level of understanding from all sides, knowing that there's such a virus going on and such a massive problem that affects us on such a different level than financially, that to say, oh, I'm going to cancel out on this, for everybody to say like, okay, that doesn't mean that your business is going under. Like, we got you.
I wonder if it's something that needs to be built in now for the future. Pandemics are going to occur. And with more global travel and everything, it's going to become a problem. Is this something that like they should think about? Like in the case of pandemics, how do we deal with this?
I don't think businesses. I think businesses should always look at risk analysis, but I don't think we should spend our lives worrying about
doomsday
or planning for things that are unlikely. I think we need to be flexible enough as an organization in order to adapt when things come.
Yes.
But I don't think you can plan everything for that. But I think the whole esports community is been very good about it. When you follow on Twitter, you see the occasional complaints. And yes, I do understand there's, lost revenues for even fans to go through things. And that's a concern. But in the larger scope of things, I love seeing for the IEM in Poland there.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic viewership numbers.
Yeah.
Well, let's adapt the broadcast. Let's change this. Let's make sure that we get side content going in. Let's boost up the event and people will watch.
Yes.
So I think the esports community, as long as you keep watching your teams and the teams have a chance to play in some manner.
Right.
The complete dead space, just shutting down and having nothing going on from the weekend. No. Let's talk about, does it go LAN? Do you bring them into an isolated studio where you sanitize everything and bring them in? Do you have to go online? Unfortunately, but maybe you do.
You do.
For certain things. Let's keep doing things. Let's not just cancel things and not have it. So I really appreciate Poland going on.
For those that don't know sort of what we're talking about, there was a Counter-Strike tournament in Katowice. That was also Katowice. Was that right? Yeah. And essentially they canceled all attendees. Yeah. And they had the teams there and they were playing in a completely empty stadium, which is kind of like it's kind of like ghostly, but at the same time, great adaptability.
Yeah, it would have been strange to be them at that point.
Yeah, right. You're on stage with no one there,
just a big empty stadium.
Yeah, but you know what? Fans around the world were there.
They supported. For sure, they felt it.
Yeah, and so they were there, and I think that's important. Is if they had gone and just canceled the event and say, "Well, it's not going to go." No. Let's work with what we got and keep moving. And I think that's kind of the mantra that esports has always had.
Yeah.
Right. There's always been challenges. It's never been big business like it is now. And that adaptability and flexibility is part of the culture.
Yep.
So I think they need to foster that part of it and just keep esports in front of everyone.
I really enjoyed that sentiment too.